random video that I'm gonna make about how you're not actually really poor, but you're getting robbed. To be honest, like this, let's be real, all right? Now, let's think about what it does it mean to be poor. We often think about being poor as like, oh, not having enough money, like he's broke, or he's homeless, like he's broke. You know what I'm saying? Like that's usually the mindset, or like that's kind of like what you think about when you think about poor people. You know. But what if I told you it's more deeper than that? All right. It's not about just lacking resources, but it's about how these resources are being taken from you without you even knowing it. All right. So let's talk about the wages that you be earning first. Okay. So many of you guys are working mad hard. Tell me not. Like you probably got multiple jobs, right? Like even me, I got multiple jobs. I got one job and I got a business, multiple businesses, right? And I'm still struggling to make ends meet. Well, I'm not struggling, but people be struggling to make ends meet. You know, I I only make ends meet because I be hustling. I really be hustling. You know, I'm really out here doing work. But like the only reason why people really be struggling like this is because the wages have not been able to keep up with the cost of living. You feel me? Like the minimum wage right now is so low in places all across America where like they wouldn't even be able to cover the basic needs to just survive. Like that's not poverty anymore. That's not even being poor. Like that's literally being exploited. These poor people, or like I don't want to say they're poor. You know, these poor schmucks. I can't help them. I can't help it but call them poor. But like these people, man, they're getting exploited, right? They're not even like really poor, but they're just put in that poor position and being exploited. It sucks. It sucks. They're working these jobs and they don't even make enough. That's number one. They really don't. They don't pay enough. All right. Next up is debt. Okay. Now let's say now that you like making money and things come up, like let's say something happens or like you need some food and you literally can't afford it anymore. Like you don't even have enough money for it. So what do? You gotta start taking. You gotta either take it out of a loan or swipe your credit card. Now you put in a situation where you have the debt, and debt is the most fucked up shit that's ever been created. All right, like not gonna like sugarcoat it or anything. When I look at the interest rates that these credit card companies are trying to charge you, I am absolutely disgusted. Are you freaking kidding me? I saw one the other day that says if you don't pay it, they're gonna charge you 19.94% interest. I'm like, 20%? Are you kidding? Who is taxing you 20%? Like, bro, are you dead at? Like, bro, that is a trap. If you get stuck paying 20% on your debt, you are trapped. Okay, you're gonna be paying that forever. Like 20% of $1,000 is $200. $200 is a lot of money. All right, and y'all gotta chill out. Do not be spending money you do not have, and then end up paying a ridiculous interest rate, and then just let that just like think that that's gonna just go away somehow. Like nah, bro, that's gonna be with you for a minute and a half. All right, so they're designed to keep you paying forever. Just keep that in mind. All right, they're designed to get you trapped. All right, so do not use them irresponsibly. Spend money that you have, and if you don't have the money, don't spend it. Okay, the system is built so they trap you in debt when they can, and then you're gonna constantly be trying to pay out more than you can even afford. That thing that was $1,000 is now $1,200. So, no, okay, no, don't do that. All right, next up is housing. All right, this is one of the most fucked up things in New York City because the housing has been going ridiculous. Like, rent and the housing prices skyrocket, and they have not gone down since. Like, it's just always been just high. If it goes down, it goes down a percentage, and it goes up 5%. Like, it's crazy. Rent exponentially higher. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, you kind of have to get a roommate. Okay, if you're not living with a roommate, you're gonna be paying an arm and a leg for rent. I'm telling you right now, it's really tough. Okay, and though they even have an issue with the freaking housing department in New York City, where like they were doing these public housing and they were literally like bribing people that were in the department to give it to like specific people, like literally accepting bribes so they would get it and not other people. That's how messed up it is right now for housing. It's so messed up. You don't even realize. And like the real estate market is so manipulated by big investors that drive up the cost of houses that literally all the houses right now is just straight up robbery. Straight up robbery. Okay, like a single family house, like tiny ass house, they're charging an arm and a leg. I'm telling you right now, like over 800,000. You know what? Even like over 900,000 for just a small house now in Queens. All right, in Northern Queens. All right, I can't talk about Southern Queens. Southern Queens is ratchet. You'll get your shit run up on and fucking robbed. I'm not gonna lie. All right, stay North Queens, or like freaking either and outside the West, stay Eastern Queens. Never East. Yeah, Eastern Queens. Northeastern Queens is usually most safe. All right, moving on. Healthcare. Okay, I like healthcare in the New York City, not in New York City, but in our country or in many countries, it should be a basic right. You know, like just like taking care of our fellow humans should not even be in a question. And the fact of the matter is that living in America, and if you get hurt and you get some outrageous medical expenses, they will literally bankrupt you. Even with insurance, copays, deductibles, your bank account will be drained if you get an unexpected medical expense. That's how it is in America. The healthcare industry has turned it into such a monopoly and profits off your sickness so heavily that it's not fair anymore. It's literally criminal, and there's nothing we can do about it. Literally nothing, because they control everything. They control literally everything. And if you want healthcare, you gotta go to them. It's a monopoly, you know. It really is. But there is some things being done about it. I heard Mark Cuban, he's stepping up to the plate with the whole like pharmaceutical company where you could just order the drugs online. I see some issues with that, but it's a pretty good idea. Another one is like, well, I don't know any other good ones for healthcare. To be honest, I'm just going to be frank. I don't even think our country's healthcare system is that good. You know what I'm saying? It should really be free. To be honest, like our country's supposed to be great. Why is Canada's healthcare free, but ours is not? How's Canada's healthcare better than ours? I don't know. I don't know. Moving on. Education. Okay, education is a big one because college tuition has been going up like crazy. It's one of the most biggest scams that I've seen going on in America today. Okay, it's like an institution where it's literally become a business instead of a place of learning. Okay, they charge you for literally everything that they can think of, everything that they can think of, and whether or not you take advantage of it will be solely up to you. I remember I was looking at my billing statement. I remember seeing stuff like gym membership. I remember seeing meal plan. I remember seeing some activity stuff, this and that. So if you don't take advantage of those activities, keep in mind you already paid for them. And yeah, there's nothing you can really do about that. Like I remember like even with my meal plan, I had to change my meal plan because I was like, bro, am I really gonna eat all 19 meals throughout the week? Like I don't even mind cooking once in a while, you know, or like eating some junk food once in a while, you know. And then that made me like save like a few $1,000s. Crazy. Just changing my meal plan from 19 to 14 saved thousands a month. Thousands. Bro, schools, that was the where I drew the line. When I was looking at that, I was like, wait, that doesn't add up. why am I paying so much? It's for 5 extra meals. And I looked at everything else. Like, oh my god, this school is a scam, straight up a scam. If I if it was literally God telling me change schools, and I changed schools. Thank God, thank God. All right, moving on. Next is the teachers at these schools. All right, they are being paid exorbitant salaries. I know for a fact some of these teachers are making 6 figures, and they're getting tenures too. So that just goes to show where their priorities are, right? They're focusing on taking your money and giving it to the teachers, right? Paying high salaries to these teachers and build fancy, fancy facilities, making their college really, really nice and beautiful. You know, they don't really care about you or the education. The education is going to be the same. They just care about making their university nice and fancy, beautiful buildings and stuff like that. I'm telling you right now, right? Where do you think the money comes from for this brand new football stadium or the brand new basketball stadium? Where do you think all this stuff comes from? You know, the renovations to your school. Think about it. Comes out of your pocket. Your pocket. Okay? Once the teachers are paid, once everything else is paid, comes out of your pocket. All right, moving on. Now let's talk about taxes. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about like paying your fair share to support like your local public services, like your cops, your nurses, you know, the people that provide the necessities to the public. You know, like the school crossing guards, right? Or you know, like freaking the what's the people? The garbage men. You know, like these people, I don't mind paying tax on them. For the roads, people that make the roads, right? Now these are not the taxes I'm talking. I'm talking about tax breaks for the rich and corporations that leave us, the civilians, footing the bill. Okay, the system is designed for benefiting the wealthy people at our expense. Okay, now I wouldn't really say my expense that much because I don't really, you know, I don't want to say it, but you know what I'm saying. But basically, you know, the system makes you pay all these taxes because when you make money, they tax it. When you spend money, you get sales tax. Okay. Now let's say you, like, even like, what's it called? Uh, 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 um, I don't know where I'm going with this. Moving on. Next one, inflation. But you get my point for the taxes, right? You get taxed on every time money even moves hands. You feel me? You earn the money. It came from your employer to you. You get taxed on it. They have to pay taxes on that money too, which is weird. And then now you also have to pay government the tax, the state the tax, and then sales tax when you buy stuff. And then the people that they earn money from the money from you, they have to pay taxes for that. I hate taxes so much. I wish they would just not tax us at all. Remove all taxes and lay out clearly what each tax is used for. And then let us decide whether or not we want to contribute to it. You feel me? And then we keep a track of it. You know? Let's say I contributed to the tax for school crossing guards, and you get to choose, alright, I'm going to spend a dollar extra for this transaction that goes to school crossing guards. Otherwise, don't tax me at all. I don't want to be taxed. Alright? I don't find it fair. I don't find it fun. It's not fair. Okay? Remove it all. If I'm president of the United States of America, which I do plan on being one day, I will remove all taxes. I'm telling you right now, I'm removing every single goddamn tax ever. Period. Okay? No taxation without representation. You're not taxing me without telling me what you're taxing me for. You feel me? Okay? No. That's not happening. You need my money? Okay. There's other ways of getting it. Okay? Not through taxes though. Not me like not having a say in it. Involuntarily taking my money away from me. That's not happening. If I'm making 15 an hour, I want my 15 an hour. Okay? And then if let's say I want to pay into Social Security. Okay, ask me. Hey sir, Can I take some of your $15 an hour and then pay it and get Social Security money? If I say yes, then yes, you can take it. But if I say no, don't take it. I don't want that shit. I don't want Social Security. You can keep that shit. Okay, I heard it's not even good anyway. You know what I'm saying? So why are you taking that money from me anyway? I don't want to be in it. Okay, Medicaid, Medicare, I don't want to be in it. Y'all can have that shit. Okay, y'all fund that shit yourself. I don't want it. I don't want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it needs to be an option. Okay, it's not supposed to be freaking forced, shoved down our throats. Like, oh, you gotta pay tax, you gotta pay Medicare, you gotta pay Social Security, you gotta pay disability. Like, nah, I don't want to pay paying that. I don't think anybody should be paying that. Like, y'all should pay that. The government, y'all pay that. Okay, why you guys got such high salaries, huh? Y'all pay for that. Okay, please. Next, moving on. All right, I had too much of I got a little tight about the taxes because I didn't know what to say before, but then I got heated thinking about all the taxes that we do have to pay. Fuck taxes, bro. For real. No taxes. If I'm president, no taxes. All right. And if they're gonna tax us, I want them to tell us what we're being taxed for, and exactly why we're being taxed for it, and how much of it is gonna go to, and how is it gonna benefit us. Why am I even being taxed? How does this tax benefit me? All right. Explain it to me. Till this day, I don't know why I'm paying for some of these taxes. I don't. Sales tax. I don't understand why I'm paying your sales tax. I don't understand. Sales tax. Why am I paying tax for sales? Like, I bought something, now I have to pay a tax for it? That doesn't make sense to me. I bought this and I just want to pay for that. Why am I taxed on buying something? Why am I being penalized for wanting to buy something? Stupid. Literally stupid. Don't want that. Don't like it. And then there's also tipping. Bro, you're gonna tax me and then ask for a tip too? Suck my dick. Suck my dick. Fuck America and this whole tipping culture too, bro. Pay a living wage, restaurants. You fucking dickheads. God damn it. Now I'm literally tight. All right, moving on. Okay, I can't dwell on the taxes and tipping, all that shit. Okay, moving on. Do not inflate. This is the last one too. So finally, do not forget inflation. All right, I brought it up briefly, but inflation is a serious thing, bro. Now they have a thing called shrinkflation. They literally made up a new thing to make it so like they can inflate your shit without you even noticing it. Like, you know what shrinkflation is? It's you buy the same thing. Like, let's say it's like you're buying a water bottle. This is a perfect example, right? An apple juice bottle, right? Let's say $1 used to buy you like this big of a bottle, right? Now they shrink it to this size for the same dollar. You don't really notice it because it's about the same size still, right? Or like, you know, the same design or whatever. It's similar to some degree. Like, you don't really notice it. But if you really, really like look at it, like the details, you'll notice, oh, it's smaller. You know what I'm saying? And they've done it to many products. They'll make it smaller and make it cost the same price. That's the new thing that they're doing. Shrinkflation. Instead of making the price higher, they're making the item smaller, which is ridiculous. I find that so ridiculous. Like, the prices have gone so high that they have to make things smaller. That's how messed up it is right now. Ugh. So, one thing that I have in my notes, it says that prices for goods and services keep rising, but your paycheck doesn't. So every year, your money is buying less and less. It's a silent thief that takes a little bit from you every day. That's so messed up. It's literally a silent thief. That's how I wrote it in my notes. Like, it's a little guy that's coming in at night, taking some money out of your pocket and running away into the night. Like, you don't even know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because you still have to buy these things, right? You still have to buy laundry detergent. You still have to buy water bottles. You still have to buy like freaking food, right? Chips, or not. You don't have to, but like you still buy chips. You know what I'm saying? You still buy candy. You still buy all these different things that that will not change. That you always have to buy, and we're getting robbed, bro. We're not broke. We're not poor. You're not. You're not poor. I'm not poor. Okay? But we're just getting robbed. Okay? We're robbed by a system that's failing us. And if you guys agree or disagree, whatever, drop a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Comment down below which parts that you agree or disagree with me with. And let me know your input. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.